This story shows us what happens when a deadly virus spreads across the world, turning all people into zombies. But these aren't ordinary zombies. They're so fast they could catch a flying airplane. Some are so smart they can think better than humans. Some zombies can smell their targets from miles away. In this dangerous world, only 2 people are still alive. Will they survive? Let's find out in today's story. The story starts with a young boy sitting in his room watching cartoons on TV. Suddenly, the TV signal cuts out and an emergency news report appears on the screen. This news takes away the boy's smile. The TV tells everyone that a very dangerous virus has spread around the world. People who get infected turn into scary zombies within minutes. This virus spreads very quickly, and the whole world is now affected by it. The TV warns anyone watching to quickly find a safe place to hide. The boy is watching this news when he hears strange sounds coming from upstairs. The sounds make him very scared and worried. He slowly goes upstairs to check and finds out it was just his big sister playing a joke on him. After this, both children go to their mother's room and see that their mother is very upset. She's calling their father on the phone to tell him about the situation. Their father, who works as a pilot, tells his children and wife that this virus is spreading everywhere very fast. He says they shouldn't wait for him at home and should quickly leave the city somehow. He tells his children not to worry and that nothing will happen to them. Their mother will take them to a safe place. He shows them a lucky bracelet on his hand that his daughter Abigail had made for him. Seeing this makes Abigail very happy. Meanwhile, their mother is quickly packing things together. Then they hear people screaming outside. So she quickly takes both her children and comes out of the house. Just as they're about to get in the car, suddenly a zombie attacks the children's mother. Scared, Abigail quickly hides under the car and watches her little brother and mother die at the hands of the zombie. The zombie can't see the little girl and goes away. This little girl is shaking with fear when she sees that her mother has also become a zombie. The girl's mother sees her daughter and starts moving toward her. Before she can hurt her daughter, an uncle comes like an angel and kills Abigail's mother, saving Abigail. A little later, they see that Abigail's little brother is also turning into a zombie. So the man tells the girl to cover her ears and shoots her brother who had become a zombie. Now the story jumps ahead 10 years. We see that because of the zombie virus, human civilization has been completely destroyed. Cities that once shone with lights are now empty. By now, all humans have either died or become zombies wandering around. Only 2 people are still alive. That little girl Abigail, whom the uncle had saved, has now grown up. From that day until now, Abigail has grown up under Uncle Jack's care. Jack trained her and taught her how to fight zombies. If Jack hadn't come into her life that day, Abigail would have died by now. That's why Abigail thinks of Jack as her father. After living alone in the forest for so many years, Abigail feels very lonely. Her biggest wish is to find some human settlement where she can live with other people. But Jack doesn't like living among people at all. One night, while they were camping in the forest, Jack wakes up to some sound. He quietly comes out of his camp to check when a zombie attacks him. But Jack shoots continuously and kills the zombie. Abigail also reaches there. In the past 10 years of hunting zombies in the forest, they had learned that zombies live together in groups. They understand that there must be more zombies nearby. So they quickly prepare to leave and ride away on their horses. On the way, their horses start making noise. Jack understands that danger is near. They look around and see a jeep that has fallen with zombies around it. There was a normal human trying to save himself from the zombies. Since there were very few humans left in the world, they had to save that man from the zombies no matter what. Jack also wanted to test Abigail's shooting skills. So he tells Abigail that she should save this man to see if she's fully trained or not. Jack tells her to calmly aim at the target and then shoot it. But Abigail shoots too quickly. The bullet hits both the zombie and the survivor. Seeing this, Jack gets very angry with Abigail. After this, they both go to the human. They see that this man can't be saved now. So Jack kills him himself so that if the zombie had bitten him, he wouldn't come back to life and become a danger to them. Then they both start taking all the necessary things from that dead man's car. Jack takes the dead man's shoes, and as soon as he puts on those shoes, the dead man's other companions also arrive. Many armed people surround them. When one person sees the dead human's shoes on Jack's feet, they start suspecting that they killed their companion to steal his things. Just as these people are about to kill them both, a pregnant lady gets out of the car and tells her companions to let these two go. Then the black horse warns them again, and the next moment, loud sounds start coming from the distant forest. Many zombies start moving toward them from all directions like a storm. They come at such high speed that they don't get a chance to run away. So they take out their weapons and fight right there. Everyone had weapons, but there were too many zombies. So they bite many people from the group one by one. The remaining people have no place to hide, and soon very few people are left alive. A strong man unfortunately just gets bitten by a zombie. So he wants to shoot himself, but his gun runs out of bullets. Now they knew they couldn't fight them. So Abigail takes the pregnant lady and puts her in the car. The pregnant lady's husband is also sitting in the car, and Jack starts the car and quickly drives away from there. Only 4 people were left in the whole group now. All the rest had become victims of the zombies. A black-faced zombie gets very angry seeing his companions dead. Meanwhile, these 4 people escape from the zombies and are traveling in the car. On the way, Jack asks the lady sitting in the back, "Who are you? And what were you doing here?" When asked, they find out that these remaining people wanted to go to a place called Shiptown, where humans live safely. There are all the necessary facilities there, and they all wanted to go there and live a normal life. Hearing this, Abigail becomes very happy because this is exactly the place she always wanted to go to. Jack says that there's no such colony here. He's been wandering here and there for the past 10 years. He hasn't seen any such colony. Then suddenly, their car breaks down in the middle of the road. During this, the pregnant lady's husband comes out, whose name is David. He tells them that he's a mechanic and he can fix it. But the car can't be fixed due to lack of tools. So these people leave the car there and start traveling on foot. After traveling several kilometers, they reach an empty society. Tall buildings are still standing here. But the silence of death is spread everywhere. These people first check this place properly. When they don't feel any danger, these people decide to spend the night here. At night, they make a fire and cook food. Abigail was very eager to go to that place called Shiptown. She starts talking to that pregnant woman about that place. The pregnant woman tells her that they have already made contact with people living in Shiptown through radio. It's a very beautiful place where they can live freely. Hearing these things, Abigail's eyes light up. On the other side, Jack sets traps all around outside, so that if they fall asleep, they'll immediately know if danger comes near. Jack comes inside and takes out a map, explaining to everyone that he'll take Megan and David some distance, and then they'll all go their separate ways. But Abigail wasn't happy with Jack's decision. She goes to Jack and argues with him that David won't be able to safely take his pregnant wife to that place, so they should go with them. Jack says they should act wisely. Look, where there are more people, there's also more danger. But Abigail gets angry with Jack's decision and leaves. However, both don't know that the black-faced zombie has reached there by smelling their car. The next morning, Abigail is sitting on the roof looking at her childhood photos, when suddenly she hears rustling sounds from the trees below. She understands that zombies have entered and runs downstairs to warn everyone. But on the way, a zombie also starts following her. Abigail starts climbing the stairs to save herself and pushes the chasing zombie down. But in this process, she loses her balance and is about to fall down too. But then Jack comes in time and saves her. A little later, the black-faced zombie reaches there with his companions because he finds out where their companion died. But they get caught in the traps that were set earlier, in which quite a few zombies are killed. Jack hears the explosion and understands that the zombie horde has reached the place where they stayed last night, and zombies are still chasing them. But the good thing was that these people had left that place and moved ahead. Then on the way, Abigail remembers that there's a small airport nearby where her father used to work. Maybe there are some airplanes left there that they can use to easily reach Shiptown. But Jack says that if they go to the airport, it's an open place, and if zombies surround them there, they'll have no way to save their lives, and it's unlikely they'll find an airplane there. But after Abigail's repeated requests, he agrees to go there. After this, these people come to the airport. But there was no airplane here. Jack says, "See, I told you there wouldn't be any airplane here." But when they reach a small garage there, as soon as they open the garage door, they find a small airplane there. Seeing this, these people become very happy because now their path to Shiptown has become easier. But this airplane hadn't been used for many days, so Mechanic David says it needs to be fixed. Not much. He'll fix it within 10 to 15 minutes. While David fixes the airplane, Jack and Abigail start looking for useful things at the airport. Then David sees through binoculars that many zombies are coming from far away who will reach the airplane very soon. They come running and warn both of them that they need to start the airplane quickly. Otherwise, zombies will reach here and kill them. Abigail quickly sits in the pilot's seat. She reads the books there. Her father was a pilot, so she had learned some information about controlling airplanes from her father, and Jack tries to stop the zombies by shooting them. Abigail somehow manages to start the airplane, but by then it was too late. Many zombies reach the runway. Their speed was quite fast, and one of them even reaches the airplane door. But Jack shoots it and frees the airplane from it. Abigail understands the airplane controls. This way, these people take off the plane. Everyone sitting in the airplane is very happy because they'll soon reach Shiptown directly. But this happiness was short-lived. As soon as these people went a little ahead, suddenly smoke starts coming out of the airplane's engine because this plane hadn't been able to fly for the past 10 years. That's why its engine explodes and the plane starts going down. Jack wisely crash lands the airplane into a tree, which gives them some injuries, but saves their lives. The plane was no longer usable, so now they'll have to travel on foot again. After walking a long distance on foot, they reach an empty railway station. It's night, and these people check for danger around. When they don't see any zombies, these people decide to spend the night here. They look at their location on the map. From this, they find out that these people are now only 2 days away from Shiptown. Here, the pregnant lady comes to Jack and thanks him. She tells Jack that if he wasn't there, they could never have reached here. Hearing this, Jack also starts feeling sympathy for Megan. He tells her his story that 10 years ago, when this zombie virus started, he first had to kill his own wife because she was coming to bite him. That's why from then until today, the human inside him has died somewhere. Now in this world, he only has Abigail, whom he'll keep alive at any cost. And Jack also tells Megan that now his intention has changed. He'll first take her to Shiptown. Hearing this, Megan becomes very happy. On the other side, we see that Megan's husband David puts a gun to his head and tries to kill himself. Actually, a zombie had bitten his leg, but David hadn't become a zombie yet, because the wound was very small. That's why his zombie transformation was happening very slowly. Now he decided that he would take his wife Megan to Shiptown and then distance himself from her. The next morning, these continue their journey again. Then, on the way, Jack starts finding David's behavior strange. Jack understood that he's infected, so he takes him to an empty place where his wife and Abigail can't see. He lifts David's pant and sees the zombie bite mark. Now Jack was confirmed that David was about to become a zombie soon. Jack tells him, "Tell me, would you prefer to die by yourself or should I kill you?" David says he won't harm anyone, and if such a situation comes, he'll kill himself. so Jack lets David go. While walking, it becomes night, and ahead they see a house. Jack moves forward pointing his gun. Then suddenly, a bright light flashes, and they're told through a speaker to put down their weapons or they'll be shot full of holes. Now they find out that there's a human inside. Abigail steps forward and says that their purpose of coming here is not to harm anyone at all. They just need help. Then the owner of that house comes out. He says that these people will be given plenty of food and a place to spend the night, but on one condition. They all have to leave their guns outside. When these people leave their weapons outside, that man takes them inside the house. This man welcomes everyone inside the house and tells them that he's a scientist. He lives here alone. If he wanted, he could have left this place, but such places make it easier for him to do research. Here he gives them all very good food. They're amazed to see it, because they hadn't eaten such food for a very long time. They attack the food. After eating, the scientist also brings drinks for these people. They're all very happy because after so many days, everyone gets a chance to sit and talk comfortably. But listening to the scientists talk, they find something strange. The scientist says that look, this virus that has spread is a very bad thing. But on the other hand, humans have also been upgraded by it. Like weak humans will be finished. And whoever is strong will become a zombie and stay alive. He says that zombies only live to eat, not for progress. That's why zombies should rule the world. Hearing this, all four of them find it very strange. Then David feels very sick and goes to the bathroom. Going to the bathroom, he looks in the mirror and sees that the virus has completely spread in his body. When David comes back to the hall, he sees that Jack and the other people are lying unconscious. Actually, the scientist had mixed sleeping medicine in the alcohol. Seeing this, David starts attacking the scientist. Then the scientist presses the button of a device in his hand. David suddenly feels very weak and falls to the ground. The scientist says that he made this device after years of hard work, with which he can go to any corner of the world, and with the help of this device, zombies can't harm him. The scientist had made such a device that he could control zombies with it. That means now he'll become the king of the whole world and make everyone dance to his tune. David becomes unconscious, and when David regains consciousness, he sees that he and his companions have been tied up, and now the scientist is going to experiment on all four of them. After doing all this, the scientist says, "Would you people like to meet my wife?" After this, we see the scientist's wife, who was a zombie, and the scientist had locked her in a cage and fed her by catching humans. This device was also made by the scientist by experimenting on his wife. When the scientist opens the cage door, his wife first attacks him, but the scientist controls her and sends her toward those four people. She attacks Jack, but he kicks her and pushes her back. But then David breaks the rope with the power of the virus, and also frees his other companions. The owner of the house senses danger and immediately runs away. After this, all four of them also take their belongings and quickly come outside. Luckily, they find the scientist's car outside, and all four of them get in it and head toward the forest. But the scientist wasn't going to give up. He uses his device to control a horde of zombies and makes them chase them. Jack increases the car's speed and leaves the zombies far behind. But the road ahead was blocked. Now they have no choice but to go on foot. After walking a little ahead on foot, zombies reach them again. David knows he doesn't have much time. He'll become a zombie in just a while. So he tells those people to move ahead and decides to stay back and stop the zombies himself. But his wife didn't want to let him go. To which David says that she has to stay alive for their child. And he's doing all this for his coming child. After this, David fights with the zombies and starts facing them very bravely. For a long time, he stops the zombies, and his companions go far away from the zombies. But then a zombie comes and kills David. Jack takes Megan in his arms and moves forward, and finally these people reach the place where there was a human settlement. Abigail starts shouting for help because there were many zombies behind them. 2 guards sitting on the tower above saw them and started giving them cover by shooting zombies with snipers. Soon a boat is also sent for those people, and all 3 of them get in that boat and reach inside Shiptown. The black-faced zombie stops his companions from moving forward because ahead is a water route and they couldn't cross it. On the other side, Megan was about to give birth and she needed immediate treatment. The good thing is that doctor and hospital facilities are also available here. The next morning, we see that this place has been made into a town by connecting several big ships, with water all around it. Jack tells Abigail that now they should leave from here, but Abigail has decided to stay here. She's having a lot of fun living among people. They have a big fight about this. Then a doctor comes and tells them that Megan has given birth to a daughter, but due to excessive bleeding, she probably won't live many more days. Hearing this, Jack's heart becomes sad. He quickly goes to the hospital room. Megan has become very weak, and she wants to hand over her Victor to Jack, and she wants her to grow up like Abigail. Jack remembers his dead wife and agrees to keep Megan's daughter with him. Meanwhile, Abigail is enjoying with a handsome boy. She had never thought that so many people could sit together and drink alcohol and dance to beautiful music. So her intention to stay here becomes even stronger. A little later, Abigail sees that handsome boy secretly going into a cabin. Seeing him, she also goes inside. Reaching there, she sees that this cabin is completely filled with wires and bombs. A wireless switch is also hanging there. As soon as she touches that switch, the boy comes running and tells her that they have placed bombs under Shiptown. If this place ever falls into danger, people will escape through that route and blow up this place from outside. But both have no idea that this day will come so soon. The scientist angrily reaches there too. He sees that these people have killed many zombies, with whose help he wanted to rule this world. He uses his control device to take control of that black-faced zombie king. After getting the scientist's help, the water under Shiptown could no longer save them. Many zombies reach those ships from under the water and suddenly attack people. Many people are killed. There's chaos among the people. Meanwhile, Jack also finds out that zombies have attacked. Jack starts worrying about Abigail and starts looking for her. He moves forward killing zombies and finally finds Abigail. On the other side, that evil scientist also reaches the ship and punches Abigail, making her fall down. Seeing this, Jack angrily starts running toward the scientist. Then a zombie comes in between and pushes him down into a tank. The scientist also reaches there and wants to take revenge on Jack. He kicks Jack and makes him fall. But Jack knew that fighting the scientist was useless. So he attacks the scientist and breaks the device on his hand by hitting it against the wall. Now the scientist no longer had the power to control zombies. After this, the old scientist soon becomes a victim of zombies. The good thing was that there was already an escape route built in this camp. Many surviving people reach the other side of the river through the tunnel route. When they're about to activate the bomb, that handsome boy doesn't press the button because Abigail is still on the ship. Now Jack and Abigail start running toward the outside. But the zombie king catches Abigail from behind. Then Jack quickly hits that zombie on the head with wood, from which he falls backward. Suddenly, Abigail's eyes accidentally fall on the bracelet tied to that zombie king's hand. This was the same bracelet that she had made with her own hands for her father in childhood. She understands that this zombie is her father, but now he's not human, but has become a zombie. Here Jack grabs her hand and forcefully pulls her to run. That handsome boy sees both of them running and immediately presses the wireless remote button, and the entire Shiptown turns to ash. However, their fight wasn't over yet. The camp leader comes holding his neck because a zombie had bitten him in the fight. Before the virus could spread, the black-faced zombie attacked him. The surprising thing was that the zombie king had also survived the explosion. Jack immediately runs and starts fighting that zombie king. But Jack was getting weak against the zombie king, so So Abigail picks up a gun from the ground. And knowing that the zombie king standing in front is her father, but he was killing Jack who raised and cared for her. So Abigail shoots that black-faced zombie king without thinking, because if she didn't shoot him, that zombie king would have killed all the people present there. After this, Jack and Abigail hug each other, and now Jack, Abigail, and the remaining people look toward a deserted island far in the sea, and decide to establish a new human settlement there. With this, the story ends. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and like the video.